The 18-year-old who's just finished high school is tipped to be picked in the top 5 of the NBA draft.
You said it, shades of Michael Jordan back in high school?
An exciting time for a very young man that's got a long way to go, but the future looks extraordinarily bright.
With the 5th pick in the 2014 NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Dante Exum from Melbourne, Australia.
You know, I'm just a kid from Melbourne, Australia, and I always rep my country, so... But I guess right now I just got drafted, so I'm not a mystery anymore.
Wide open 3. Exum. Bang! Cross court. Exum. 3. Good! What an answer. Under a minute to go. Here comes Exum off the baseline. Hammers it home. What a play. Dante Exum.
Yeah, what a player. Won't it be great to see him back in a Utah Jazz shirt, not to mention the Boomers. Dante Exum, hello and welcome to the show. Lovely to have you with us.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, you really enjoyed hearing it yourself and seeing yourself there.
Oh, I was cringing at that. No, it was good. I love the emotion that I showed in that last dunk. I think a lot of people loved that little highlight, but, you know, it was a really good one.
You've been out and about across the country and you're out and about today. In fact, there's some footage I wanted to show you because you're just throwing some half-court bombs. Look at this. What I really love, whooshka, thump. Oh, how cool is that? Do you do that so often?
Wait, that one went in?
Yeah. I'm saying you turn your back. You do it, get it so often that you don't even need to watch.
See, honestly, I didn't even realise that one went in. No, because I don't want. We took so many takes of that. You see, I went to get the ball again because I wanted to throw another one. I didn't know it went in. I guess no one reacted. Okay, so that's good. I need that clip.
Our people will send it to your people. It should be fun. You've been out and about also at the footy. We know, of course, a Melbourne boy, big Bombers fan. Did you go out to the Collingwood game?
I was there. It was a really good experience just to be at the MCG. I haven't been to a game, I think, in 2 years maybe. So just to be out there, but, you know, it was disappointing that we lost. But, you know, we're going to be in finals in a couple of weeks, so it should be good.
Dante, it really, when you step back and look at it, this is a remarkable story that's happened, that you, Ben Simmons and Jonah Bolden, you're all the sons of American basketballers that had never been to Australia. They came out here in the 80s, I think it was, to turned into NBL legends. Can you tell us a little bit about, you know, your relationship with Ben Simmons? I mean, how old were you? Both were raised in Melbourne. When did you first meet him?
Yeah, we met when we were kids. You know, we have some funny stories about just how we met, and we kind of just clicked straight away. We always talk about we went and played mini golf, and it was just such a like, we were so young, and it was a simple time back then, but it was so fun, and we always bring it up every time we see each other.
Did you know back then that he was going to be the player that he is today?
Yeah, we always talked about it. We always, you know, it was always about, you know, when we make it to the NBA, what we're going to do. We always used to say that we were going to have a house together and all of that, all the little stuff you know you just dream about when you're kids.
How was it? 350 houses together.
How was it like? Growing up as a kid, I was a mad NBA fan with Pippen and Jordan. Used to collect their cards. I feel like for you, you would have been the same. Then to play in the NBA, what was it like that first game, that first opportunity to play in the big league?
Yeah, my biggest thing, like my dad and brother were huge Kobe fans, and so I was naturally a Kobe fan. And then going over, my agency is actually with Kobe, and I met him, and that was just like a surreal experience. And then one of my first preseason games was against Kobe. And it was just, I think at that moment, I was just kind of on the bench, in awe. Just like, you know, just what he's done over his career. But, you know, it kind of dies off quickly because, you know, they're colleagues in a way, but we're all competitors and we want to, you know, go out and beat them, so.
Yeah, nice.
Derrick Rose has been an idol of yours. He put 50 points on the Utah Jazz last year. Did you lose your love of him, though?
Yeah, you know, I do. You know, he's a great player, and I was doing rehab this summer, and he was in there just doing some checkup stuff, and I didn't want to mention it to him, but yeah, no, it was good to see him. You know, just everything that he's gone through, just with his knees, like, you know, similar to me with my injuries, and just to see him have, it had such a big impact around the league. I'm disappointed it was against us. I actually had a game when he shot to to win the game. I won't say what happened, but yeah, no, I was happy for him, but obviously I wanted to win, and I wanted him to score 0 points.
And you play at the Utah Jazz, obviously alongside another Aussie that everyone knows in Joe Ingles, who's got a reputation as a bit of a trash talker. What's he like as a teammate? Be honest.
He is a jokester. He's like the one guy that you know you're going to walk in and he's going to be, you know, having a coffee in his hand and ready to crack on jokes to everybody. You know, he's such a good teammate guy and just good to be around. You know, no matter if we win or lose, he's always going to be that guy that lifts up the locker room.
Coach's pet? Is there a sort of good line or a good trash-talking line that you can share with us?
No. I won't trash him in any way. You know, he's a really good player, and yeah, because he's a good locker room guy, of course he's gonna you know, have a really good relationship with coach. Yeah, that is all I'll say.
What about the celebrities that float through the NBA and might be there at training at a match? Like, what would be your top 2 or 3? Gee, I know that face. I know him.
I think one of the craziest things is when you go to Lakers games. It's always, we always do it as teammates, like who's there. And one of the craziest one was when we played Kobe for his last game. The amount of stars that were there watching. I remember one of the craziest things was Kanye wasn't even on the first row. Like that's how many stars were there.
Who were there? Like people like Nicholson?
Kanye, Jay-Z, Nicholson. He's at every game. You know, we played in front of Beyonce. It's amazing to see just to be in.
Do you find yourself stargazing a bit, like just sort of think, you know, someone who you've grown up looking at, sort of thing?
Yeah, yeah. I tried. I remember I ran past Beyonce one time, you know, kind of a little strut, but now. I was focused.
The Boomers were very focused against the US. As we said, it wasn't the top US side, but what did you see from that and what do they get out of that going into the World Cup?
Yeah, I think they get a whole lot of confidence. I think as a team going in and just being around it and talking to some of the guys, they knew that, you know, they have a chance to medal. But then to go out there and, you know, beat a caliber team like the US and, you know, kind of show to the rest of the competition, like, hey, we're here to, you know, compete for a medal. You know, it sends a big statement.
And your mum and dad are still based in Melbourne. You've spoken earlier this week about when you retire, you want to come back to Australia. Your dad, Cecil, he actually played for the University of Carolina alongside Michael Jordan. He roomed with Michael Jordan.
He didn't room with Michael. He told
One
me.
or two times?
No, but no, yeah, no, they were teammates. You know, he tells me, you know, a bunch of stories of just how they were as you know, competitors on the court and just how he was, you know, always in the gym. You know, that's just the one thing that always, you know, catches my attention whenever he talks about it.
And just very quickly, yourself, because we talked about your injuries, where are you now when you're getting back on the court?
Yeah, you know, I'm progressing really well. I should be back for the start of the season. Granted, everything goes well, but I'm on the court running, you know, jumping, doing everything, and it's just a matter of getting 100% healthy. You know, I think it's important for me to be at 100%, not 95, not 90. So that's my priority right now.
All right, all the best for that. It's good to catch up. Thanks so much for dropping in. Really appreciate it.
All right, thank you guys.